Welcome to the race-by-race preview for our 10-race card coming up at Sha Tin on Sunday afternoon. It is a mixed card with a couple of races on the all-weather and the remaining 8 races on the turf. Great to have your company. In the studio with me is Paul Alley and Nick Child. A number of good races through the course of the afternoon. Nick, plenty of debutantes, and it's going to be a chilly one.
It will be, yeah. It could well be quite cold. The forecast is one of chillier conditions, but yeah, these newcomers look quite intriguing, and plenty of them haven't raced. One or two of them have, so looking forward to seeing how they get on.
Yep, certainly. Paul, are there any bonuses or jackpots on Sunday afternoon to warm the cockles of our heart?
Yeah, there's a couple races, 6 and 10. There's $1 million going into the pool there for the quartet and the first 4 merge pool. So a couple of good jackpots there. As you say, quite even races, I think, throughout the whole card. A couple of horses will be popular later on, but other than that, I think it's quite even racing.
It looks a good even card for Sha Tin, and the weather will be cold. It might be quite windy as well. Let's rip into the preview, and we can kick things off with race number 1. It's Class 5, 1400 metres, and the lineup is as follows. Angel's Hunter drops in grade here, of course, now with Manfred Mann, formerly trained by Paul O'Sullivan. Joyful Genius, another dropping in grade. Likewise, Zhangji Stamina. In the field as well as Handsome Veggie. He's got the cheek pieces going on. Brave Power, he last won off 33. He's rated 34. Apex Top, a recent trial winner. Fantasy Spring's done nothing. Tung Hei Hei has gone slightly better at the trials recently. But Shenron with the tongue tie going back on. This is Guts was better last time out. Sea Monarch, Alloy Star and Give Way Please certainly produced one of his better performances last start. Fantasy Spring here, Nick, might go forward from barrier 1 because has gone forward recently and he did lead in his last barrier trial.
Yeah, it looks likely. As you say, you know, he's drawn a good gate. Matthew Poon's on, and yeah, it wouldn't shock if he pressed forward at all. Sea Monarch also could be handy. Shenron might be a little bit deeper out. He's actually drawn gate 13, but he did show a good bit of pace 3 starts ago, so they might try and be quite positive on him. And Apex Top, Paul, I didn't think would be too far away from a good draw.
Yeah, he's drawn nicely, isn't he? Handsome Veggie, I think, will try and look for midfield cover with Give Way Please and Zhangji Stamina. We know he always gives back.
Righto, we can first of all highlight Joyful Genius, who is dropping in grade here. Zach Purton and David Hall teaming up. Paul, he's run some good races up in Class 4 without winning, but I think he looks well suited here.
He does. Look, he's a 17-start maiden, but he did run second off a rating of 47. That was in Class 4. Obviously, he's down to the top of Class 5 now, comes down in this race. Zach Purton aboard, and look, he finished off this race strongly. So he does look like a horse ready to win in this grade.
He certainly does. I mean, he can sometimes be a bit of a hostage to fortune, given his tactics. They'll hold him up, but if all the gaps appear at the right times, I think he should be too good.
Yep, the format of that race there was okay. Of course, the brother winning it midweek. We've got Give Way Please and Brave Power in this replay. Nick, Brave Power is a 3-time course and distance winner with another tricky draw, but probably isn't worth discounting.
Absolutely, fully agree, and he's been apprentice-ridden his last 2 starts. Hugh Bowman's jumping on board this time around, so I think you can give him some sort of chance in this race. And as for Give Way Please, well, that was a much better run last time out. Look, he's residing Paul off a very lowly mark, but if he was to run to this sort of form again, I could see him in the shaker.
Yeah, he's just a roarer, so he's got that internal issue with Give Way Please. Brave Power's 1 off 33. He's at the rating of 34 at the moment, so he's getting close to a winnable rating.
Apex Top, another one, just the one-time winner, but it was course and distance. He's been back to the trials also for Tony Millard. Lyle Hewitson rides here. Paul, trial was good enough, I thought. Yeah,
well, I thought it was a good trial. He's going to get the trail, or he could even lead if Lyle really wants to. Barrier number 3 for him. Again, as you say, his win was off 44. He's down to this rating of 31 now.
Yeah, look, he's probably not too badly placed. Obviously, you know, stable a little bit out of sorts at the moment, but good draw and good trial, and there's enough to like.
Yep, just the 2 winners thus far through the early part of the season for Tony Millard. So, righto, favourite is Joyful Genius. Is he the one to get on here, Paul, in the first?
I think so. Look, I know he's a maiden, a 17-start maiden, but he's down into Class 5, and as I say, he's been placed off a lot higher rating. Apex Top. Now, Fantasy Spring has won a recent 800-metre trial up at Chungfa. Has got a bit of pace, Fantasy Spring, and Sea Monarch in there for 4th. That will be on the pace. 2, 7, 8 and 12.
Yeah, I went Joyful Genius as well. He just looks a bit of a standout in this race. I know he hasn't won one so far in his career, but this might well be his time. And David Hall's horses are going quite well. He's been amongst the winners of late. Zhangji Stamina in for 2nd. Look, he looks well placed in this sort of grade. He is a winner once from 5, and he's won over course and distance. Give Way Please, I'll give a chance to on that run last time. And I thrown the 9, Tung Hei Hei in for 4th. He's 100 to 1 or thereabouts, but his trials have actually been a lot better. and he has been gelded as well, so he's an interesting one. 2, 3, 14, 9.
Tricky race to open the program. There you look for Jewellery Hexagon Handicap Class 5 over the trip of 1,400 metres.